Cheers and welcome to Bitter Reality Brewing. Yes, it's another Yakima Valley Hopbox unboxing. This time, you're gonna like it. Very exciting. I'm excited. Very different from the last unboxing. Very, very different. Having my Raging Itch on rye influenced by a clone of Flying Dog's Raging Itch, not on rye. But yeah, just a great Belgian IPA. We're gonna really jump into this. You're gonna understand why I'm so excited and why this is a great box. And you're gonna ask, is it a good value? That has actually changed a little bit. So I'm gonna give some information on that, but I think you'll be impressed. I think you'll like it. Don't forget, like, subscribe, keep sharing. Yes, I'm gonna have to mess with some people's minds because I know we're using a green screen and I like the green screen, but we're gonna go into the magical portal of hops. Yes, the magical portal of hops and see what we can pull out of the magical portal of hops. Yeah, I've been dying to do that. Sorry, just too much fun. I'm in Florida, it's hot, I've been exposed to the sun and it's kind of like, Florida's so hot we eat ice cream warm, or at least within a few minutes it pours all over our hands, drips everywhere. It is what it is. So, what's in the box this time? Nothing's ticking, that's a good sign. So we'll go from there. They gave me another cool little thing, and this is the 2022 Summer Box and Super Summer Sizzlers. This one doesn't say anything about lagers, which got me really excited right off the bat, but just the hops in here. I'm not gonna tell you what the hops are. Huge story. What I will give you is a quick overview. There are 3 hops in here from Australians 2022 harvest, so they're very recent. We have 2 hops from the US, and then we have 3 more hops from the US that are, let's see if I can get this right, Lupo Max, which is a trademark from Yakima Valley, which reduces the veggie matter and helps to increase all the essential oils and all the things that you really want in your beer to really stand out and let that hop really kind of perform. So without further ado, let's jump into the hop box. Ta-da! And I would like to say, I smell hop aroma, but actually I don't. When I got this earlier today, I did throw everything in the fridge, so I do know what's in here. I did it because, well, it's hops, gotta get chill, and it's in a can, and they told me just put it in the fridge, it's fine, don't worry about the freezing, so I'm okay with that. First, let's go over the goodies. I will tell you last time, between the cool portal to hops, aka Frisbee, and the knife, which doesn't lock, so you gotta be careful, but very useful tool. The goodies aren't as cool this time, but the hops are amazing. So that's okay, I'm in it for the hops. The goodies are just a bonus. So first, let's go into the bonus. 2 more. Yeah, I wish I had 8 to start with, but it's okay. I've only used 1 can so far. I have used a lot of my other hops, which was the goal, so then I could start getting in and using the cans. But yeah, so we got 2 more lids, so I have 4 lids total. We have safety glasses, which we all know we probably don't wear when we need to. I do have glasses, that does help. And I don't know if MCR Safety is a big brand or not a big brand. It is kind of funny that I'm drinking a Raging, and it's got a 3-headed dog on there, kind of funny. But yeah, they're safety glasses. I definitely will put them to use, probably not when I'm brewing, but when I'm doing other things with power tools, if you know what I mean. Okay, we got 2 stickers. Seems to be a going thing, 2 stickers in each one. One just says Yakima Valley Hops with different colors, kind of cool. The other one, of course, I always like one sticker over the other, that's the way I am. It says Yakima Valley Hops, and it has 2 hops in it and some dying leaves in the background, but just a very cool little sticker. I like that. Starting to think in the new brewery, where am I gonna put all my stickers? Because I have a lot more than just those, but I do. This is actually kind of cool. I know most people are like, huh? And at first I'm thinking, oh, hey, a sweat rag, thanks. Some days when you're brewing here in Florida, it's like I said, it's that hot, you're gonna need it. But no, it is a cleaning cloth, which I will not really use for necessarily straight cleaning. And it, on the front, stay clean. It's got a little hop on there, Yakima Valley's logo. But actually, it's very soft. So I'm thinking I can probably shine up some of my stainless, because that's the one thing that I have kind of a pet peeve. I clean it, but it doesn't shine. And this might help. So very useful, I appreciate it. So let's jump right into the hops, right away. First, actually, I already see the first one I'm pulling and I wasn't thinking about it, but everybody's gonna get excited. And if you don't like IPAs. This is gonna be very big towards IPAs. You can use these for other things, but they're very big for IPAs. Galaxy. Yes, Galaxy hops. This is from this year, 2022, 15.3% alpha acid from Australia. Hop profile, passion fruit, peach, citrus, distinctly orange, and even guava. One of the things I kind of my little OCD pet peeves, whatever, with hops now that I'm starting to get into is that a lot of times you'll read a description. That description applies to where those hops were grown. So if I'm growing the hops, say 100 miles, maybe, different soil, maybe a little different weather. But if I'm growing them the other side of the world, or I'm growing them in just another state here in the US, the hop profiles are gonna be very different. I assume in Australia, it's probably very similar when they're growing them, a couple hundred miles away. Their profile is probably, one may, let's say for this one, maybe the passion fruit stands out, while at the other location, the citrus stands out. So these are not grown by Yakima Valley. They're grown by another company in cooperation with them. And it says our friends at HPA, but I cannot read it because it is so tiny after that. But the hop profile they got was from these hops. So the hop profiles that I'm gonna give you of each of these hops is distinctly direct from Yakima Valley. So they apply to these hops. I've heard other people where you're getting Chinook, and Chinook has grapefruit, but doesn't have the pininess. So, or maybe it's very subdued, I don't know. But we'll go from there. So Galaxy, excited. I have brewed with a little bit of Galaxy before, not a lot, and nice half pound. I'm all excited. Pull out the next one. It's stuck, it's never coming out. It's another Australian hop, 18.4%. Vic Secret. I've never brewed with Vic Secret, and Vic Secret is an Australian hop. It's described as pineapple, pine, passion fruit, herbal, slight resin, woody notes. Yeah. I like it. Sounds good to me. I'm all good with that. The next one's a little weird. The next one is one that I am thinking maybe a Berliner Weiss with hops, hopped up towards the end, or maybe a type of sour that, hop it up right afterwards, but we'll see. Maybe do a little dry hopping. Enigma. Enigma is a bit of an enigma. We're sitting at 19.2%. I mean, big time alphas, but it's a very strange hop. It is described as far as the hop profile, and it's a 2022, as white grape, red currant, raspberry, and rock melon. And I know a lot of people in the US right now are going, what the hell is a rock melon? Yeah, I said that one day. It's been a while, but a rock melon is basically in the US called a cantaloupe. So cantaloupe, and the people in Australia are looking at us going, why would you call a rock melon a cantaloupe? That's such a weird name. Yeah, it works both directions, but yeah, Enigma. Definitely a very different type of hop. I know a few of you out there thinking, ooh, I know what I could use that in. And other ones are going, what the hell is that? So we'll set that right there. Let's pull the next one out. Idaho 7. So we're in America. Idaho 7, or North America. 14%, like I said, the alpha acids on these are pretty high. So we're at 14%. Idaho 7 is described, although it can be on its own, it says it plays well with Citra or even Warrior, but ripe, zesty tangerine, reminiscent of marmalade, hints of herbal, going with that reminiscent marmalade, kind of give you a little bit of a hint of Earl Grey. Yeah, a little different. I actually had one of those yesterday. But Earl Grey and a hint of woody aromatic. So yeah, I've used Idaho 7. I think I may still have a few ounces, not from Yakima Valley, but from another company. But yeah, it's a nice hop. It plays well with others. Talus. I'm happy I pulled this one. This is the last of the regular hops. Okay, Talus I have never used. It is the lowest of the alpha acids, I think, for the ones that are in here at 6.2%. But Talus is kind of a crazy hop. If you've never heard of Talus, you need to go look it up. Talus, you ready for the description? Intense flavors of grapefruit, stone fruit, oak, coconut. Not a big coconut fan of my beer, but I can maybe deal with a little bit. Pine, and even described as a bit of potpourri or flowery. That's the part that's really bizarre to me. And yeah, I like certain smells like that. I don't like the majority, but I'm not sure if I would like them on my beer. So, comment below, let me know what kind of beer you would put anything that had a potpourri aroma or flavor in it. I don't even know what the flavor, I've never eaten a potpourri, you know what I'm saying? So a little bizarre. I'm definitely gonna try it. It definitely sounds interesting. I love to experiment, but yeah. Let me know actually, any of the hops I mentioned today, what your favorite use is for one of these hops, or if it's a hop you've never used before that you heard today, go, dude, I think that would be great on XYZ. You might actually kind of get me going, and I may go, oh yeah, you're right, let me brew that, or let me brew something like that. So let's pull out the next one. Azaka. I think that's a Haitian god of harvest or something like that. But 16% alpha acid. Yes, I used to get into mythology a lot. I like mythology. But 16%. These are also, all the US ones are still 2021, not 2022 like the Australian ones. But Azaka is known for juicy mango. So I'm thinking all these mango wheat beers and mango stuff, even with the mango in it, probably would be really good with a little Azaka hops, especially the dry hop or even late bittering. But yeah, 16% is pretty intense. Tropical fruits, citrus, mainly lemon, hints of pine, and a little grassy. So every time I hear grassy, I think of Centennial, which I actually like, so it's all good. But yeah, I have had Azaka, I've used Azaka. I don't think I've done anything with a lot of Azaka though, but something to check it out. I'm looking to make like crazy amount of IPAs now, you know? Maybe not all IPAs, but hey, it's all good. Oh, this used to be my go-to favorite hop of all time. I still like it a lot. There are other hops that I like equally to some degree based on what I'm brewing. But this was my go-to when I was really just getting into IPAs and really craft beer as a whole. But Chinook. If you put the word Chinook on the front of that beer, I was buying it. But yeah, 17%. It's always been a high alpha acid, although this is a little higher because it is the Lupomax, which if I didn't mention, the Azaka is a Lupomax. So it's got a little bit more intensity, should we say. But Lupomax Chinook is described as bright grapefruit, piney, and spicy. I'm talking right up my alley. If you've ever had a resin from, the name of the brewery escapes me, but resin, yeah, they make, that beer is resin, and yeah, it sounds like Chinook to me. But one of my favorite hops, definitely a hop I like. I am careful, I don't use it in any and everything. I only use it in ones where I really want it to stand out, or I want to blend it with maybe some Cascade or Citra. It plays well with all the C's, literally all the C's. And last but not least, Sabro. Sabro at 19.5%. It's the highest I've ever seen for Sabro, which of course it's because it's a Lupomax, so it's a little condensed on the oils. But this one is distinct tangerine, coconut, which might stand out a bit more on the Lupomax, which kind of bothers me a little. But like I said, if it's not the solo flavor in there, I'll probably be okay. But tropical fruit, stone fruit, and even a hint of a cream caramel, which I see that in some of the newer hops, and it's just kind of weird to me. But I don't remember if I have any of the Sabro, but I'll have to check it out. Now, big thing, is this a good value? Well, this time I'm gonna say yeah. Yeah, this was a great value. Now, yes, you could go on and buy the hops that you really want. So if more than half of these or half of these were hops you were like, yeah, I don't like that. Oh, I don't want that. I would never buy that. And yeah, I'd say go buy your own. If, like I said before, gift, Christmas, birthday, Father's Day, Mother's Day if your wife or mother loves to brew, because there are definitely some women brewers out there that are really good, and others who just like to learn just like the guys. But yeah, you got to think about that. So I paid $85, and that's $85 every quarter delivered. If I went and bought all these hops, it would have been about $108.22. So that's 15, let's say $23, just a little over $23 in savings. Now, if all you bought was a one hop box, it would have cost you $100. But FedEx home shipping would have been more expensive for you, but for them it's $18.36. I don't pay shipping. Shipping's included in that $85. So you would have paid that. So you would have paid actually let's think, 18 is 6, so 126, about $126.50 total for all of this. And that would not include any of the goodies. I know, you're dying for like one or two of the stickers or the soft cloth. I don't know. Maybe the safety glasses, but I'm just saying. So $126.58 if you bought it and had it shipped, and you wouldn't have gotten the goodies. You wouldn't have got the nice little cheat sheet, and actually a little code on here for 15% off the next order I decide to order, not including my hot box. But hey, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna say definitely a good value this time around. Always a great value if you're buying it for somebody as a gift, especially if you're doing for a 1-year subscription. I do things like that for my kids sometimes. I'll get them a subscription to something. That way they keep getting the gift every like 3 months, and they're just like, dude, I got another box. Ooh, I got another box. They're like all happy and excited. So it's kind of one of those gifts that keep giving, but in a good way. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget, like, subscribe, keep sharing. If you haven't checked out the brew or the tasting, yeah, it's a great beer. And if you're up in the northeast of the US, definitely swing by Flying Dog. Freaking good beer. If you're up in the northwest, Yakima Valley. Cheers. Thank you.